What's up, decoders, family, friends all around the world? Hope you guys are all doing amazing today on this day after the 4th of July. Hope you guys are enjoying your holiday weekends in America. In Germany, where I am, obviously there's no 4th of July here, but yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys are busy today. I mean, if you guys aren't busy, I'm sure you guys are having. Hopefully, you guys have the day off at least, maybe from work. But yeah, so we're gonna do a nice stream today. Hope you guys all doing well. Give me a few minutes, give me a second to set this up. If you guys would please hit the like button, please hit that like button. That really helps me out. Please, even if you don't, even if you, if that's all you can do for this channel, please hit the like button, and that really helps and especially for this video. I think what I'm about ready to show you here deserves a like. Okay. Even if you're a skeptic of gematria, what I'm about ready to show you here should be rather mind-blowing, okay? And honestly can't wait to show it. It's one of the most crazy things I think I've found. So I can't wait to get into this. But let's go to the chat and let's say hi to everyone. Hello, Copper Shy. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Kathy Chauner. I see Lambda 115 is in the chat. So big shout out to him. He actually the one who put me onto this 1776 code with his video yesterday. I'm going to give him a big shout out. He's tagged in the video, guys. So make sure you guys go subscribe to Lambda. He's tagged in the description of the video and give him a sub, okay? He was helped to inspire this video that I'm doing. So I cannot wait to show you guys. My girlfriend's in the chat. Love you, babe. Coffee Girl, she's in the chat. Jeanette Webster, Pat Murphy, how you doing? Another War Machine, Scott Simmons, Casey Jones Astrology. Hey brother, how you? Hope you guys are all good today. Acral, Arakel, Toros, hello, El Paculi. So once again, thanks for everyone for showing up tonight. Hopefully some more people tune into this because this is just like, man, this is some crazy stuff, okay? And I'll give it another minute or two. We'll wait. And again, Lambda, much love to you, brother. Your videos are always awesome. I have definitely missed your videos, and whenever I watch your videos, I always feel so inspired. So, and it's no different this time. So, just know that your videos are awesome. And again, guys, he's tagged in the video, so make sure you go subscribe to him. I'm gonna plug him a few times in this video. So, anyways. Yeah, so let's just show Lambda's channel. So this is his channel. Again, he did this video yesterday. He titled it Revelation 1776. So I'm not copying him without giving him credit, but I just thought the title was good. And I was like, okay, well, I've got to give him a shout out. He's the one that inspired. I'm not saying that this information specifically connects to what he shared in this video, but it's about the number 1776. So I'm sure Lambda will be able to add additions to this as we go through if he's in the chat. So make sure you guys keep your eyes on the chat and watch for his comments. But this is his channel, so make sure you go support these great decoders, really breaking the matrix out there. So make sure you guys go subscribe. So with that being said, we're going to jump into the 1776 code. That's really just pretty obvious, guys, and quite mind-blowing. So let's jump into it. First of all, we all know the year the United States was founded is the year 1776, right? And many of you probably already know this, but Star Spangled Banner equals 1776 in reverse Sumerian, okay? And what a coincidence that the year that the United States was founded is 1776, and the word founded equals 1776. So a perfect year to be founded for the United States, right? Because I mean, that's the number that everyone associates with the founding of the United States. And It goes perfectly with the word founded. And again, the Star Spangled Banner equaling 1776. It's not new information, but it's definitely relevant considering, you know, the connection, right? You know, the connection that the United States was founded that year, and the song, the Star Spangled Banner, equals that number. Okay. And if that wasn't enough, so this is where it all started, guys. You guys know who Beyonce is, right? Very famous. Well, I noticed that her name equaled 1776 in the standard cipher, okay, which is the same cipher. Well, it's a big cipher in gematria. It's something, a very relevant cipher, one of the bigger ciphers. And so her name equals 1776. Earlier this year, she released a song with the American flag, right? I'm going to show you how it's all connected. This is her given name, the one name she's supposedly born with, Beyonce Giselle Knowles, equals 1776. Okay, so that might be like, okay, Cody, she equals 1776. She rides around on a horse with a flag. How is that, how is that big, right? Well, what if I told you that her name does not just equal 1776 in one cipher, it equals 1776 in two ciphers, okay? So I want you guys to wrap your head around what I'm showing you. Beyonce Giselle Knowles equals 1776 in standard gematria and in Jewish Latin gematria, which is a very hard cipher to get matches, guys. This is insanity. Just this itself is insanity, okay? Just think about it. If you guys know gematria, these ciphers are, there's not that many 1776s in gematria. And the fact that her name equals 1776 in two different gematria ciphers is something we need to look at, right? We have to look at that because there's a reason that it's too perfect for it to just be some random coincidence, right? So again, Beyonce Giselle Knowles, 1776 in standard. Beyonce Knowles, her full name, 1776 in Jewish, okay? She's born in Houston, Texas, and early this year she was riding around on the front of her cover with the horse, okay, and the flag. Okay, so give me a thumbs up in the chat if this is mind-blowing, guys, just already. And I'm going to show you how it's absolutely perfect, okay? And the album she released this year, guys, is called Cowboy Carter. And if you combine her stage name, Beyonce, with the name of her album, Beyonce Cowboy Carter, it equals 1776. Okay, so there you go. Her name equals 1776 in two ciphers. Her album with her name equals 1776. Okay. This is like, already, this is absolutely astronomical. Like, what in the world? How is this possible? 1776, all over this woman. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, and again, this album, it's connected to America. She's got the flag, right? It's pretty obvious. Okay. Now, what if I told you that just the name of the album, I told you the name of the album combined with her stage name, Beyonce, equals 1776. But what if I told you that the name of her album by itself equals 148? And this is a special number connected to 1776 because when you measure 1776 months on the calendar, it's going to be exactly 148 years. Therefore, 148 is connected to 1776. So the name of her album equals 148. 148 years is 1776 months. Okay, so this is insane, right? I mean, her name in two ciphers, 1776. Her album and her name together, 1776. And her album, 148, which connects to the 1776. Okay. What in the world? Please hit the like buttons, guys. Please. Like, I don't understand why people aren't jumping out of their chairs with this. Like, this is like, what? Like, What in the world? And remember, Beyonce is very connected to Texas. She's born in Texas, but she's also very connected to eclipses. In fact, her stage name, Beyonce, is a super match to the word eclipse. 69, 33, 120, a 3-cipher match in gematria. Okay? So again, her name, her stage name, it a perfect match to eclipse. Beyonce and eclipse. Okay? And remember, we had the Great American Eclipse go over Texas. Okay? Go over Texas this year. Texas equals 69. Beyonce equals 69. Eclipse equals 69. All in the same cipher. Okay? And she's from Texas. So again, what in the world is going on here? What is going on with this woman? It's so perfect that it's beyond belief. Now, remember, Beyonce released her album this year on the white horse with the flag 3 days after the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. Francis Scott Key, the guy who wrote the Star-Spangled Banner. Okay? I told you in the beginning of the decode, Star-Spangled Banner, 1776. Okay? But again, 3 days after this collapse was her album. How perfect. And 10 days after her album was the eclipse. Okay? So right in the middle of the eclipse and the bridge collapse, she releases this album. Okay? So just so you guys understand that it was perfectly placed between, and again, I'll show you more in a minute, but so here's the slide, guys. This is absolutely, positively insane. So I told you her name equals 1776 in 2 of the big ciphers in gematria. Star Spangled Banner equals 1776 and 666. Beyonce, this is crazy. Beyonce was born 1776 days after this eclipse, which took place in lunation 666. In case you guys don't understand what lunation 6 this is the counting of the moons. So ever since 1923, they began counting the new moons every month. And Beyonce was born 1776 days after the eclipse in the lunation 666. And Star Spangled Banner equals 666 and 1776. And again, why is she connected to eclipses? Because her name equals eclipse in 3 out of 4 ciphers. Okay? She was born 1776 days after this eclipse in lunation 666. And this was a total solar eclipse in lunation 133, like government equals 133. Okay? President 133. So perfect number. This is the lunation, or this is the Saros eclipse 133. And again, her name, it's just insane, guys. This is like, what in the world? And I don't know why this picture's not loading here. Sorry, guys. This is supposed to be Donald Trump's father. Obviously, they don't want people seeing Donald Trump's father. But let's look at this. Okay, so we understand the 1776, but what about the 589 number? Okay, huge number. First of all, Donald Trump equals 589 in the same cipher as Declaration of Independence, 589. Okay. So I already told you that her album, Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, Cowboy Carter equals 1776, but it also equals 589. In fact, if you combine her name and her album together, it equals 1776 and 589 in the same cipher as Star Spangled Banner. And I do not know why this picture is not loading. So anyways, guys, this is supposed to be Trump's dad here in this picture, but it's not loading. So just take my word for it that Trump's dad's name, his full name is Frederick Kreis Trump. And again, Donald Trump equals 589. Donald Trump's dad's full name equals 589. Frederick Christ Trump, 1776, 589. Just like Star Spangled Banner, just like Beyonce Cowboy Carter. Okay, right here. So, what are the chances, guys? What in the world? Again, just so I can refresh. She's born 1776 after the eclipse in lunation 666. Her name equals 1776. Star Spangled Banner 1776, 666. And then she connects to Trump because, again, Trump was in Texas exactly 1 month, exactly to the day, 1 month before she released her album. Okay. He was at the border of Mexico and Texas on February 29th, the leap day. Okay. And exactly a month later, Beyonce releases her album on March 29th. Okay. So Donald Trump 589, Declaration of Independence 589, Trump's dad, Frederick Christ Trump 589. Okay. And this is where it gets crazy, because what happens if you measure 1776 days after the Great American Eclipse? Well, not only do you land on 217, the date 2029, like Beyonce Cowboy Carter equals 217, like the date. So this is after the Great American Eclipse, right? 1776 days later. And look at this, guys. 1776 days is 58 months and 9 days in this measurement. It's not always like that, but in this measurement, from the eclipse to this day is 589. Just like Star Spangled Banner equals 1776 and 589. Just like the name of her album and her name. Okay. So what are the chances of that? So it's just like, what in the world, man? Like, perfect. Perfect. And the fact that it lands on 217, which is the 48th day of the year, and the eclipse was on 4/8. Okay. And again, she was completely tied to this eclipse. Okay. This was all about Texas. Remember her song called Texas Hold'em? And the eclipse went over Texas. And on the day Beyonce released her Cowboy Carter album, she was 15,547 days old. Well, 15,547 has 4 divisors: 1, 7, 2, 2, 2, 1, and 15,547. Here's the 4 divisors. All 4 divisors of this number add up to 17776, guys, which is essentially, I know it's not the same number, but how crazy is that? That the day she released this album, the number of days, the divisors of that number add up to 17776. Okay. And again, her name equals 1776 in 2 ciphers. So this isn't even it, guys. Wait till I show you how this is connected to Revelation. Okay, this is insane. Look at this slide, guys. Pay attention to this. This is like, what in the world? Beyonce, on the day she released her Cowboy Carter album, she was exactly 2,221 weeks old. Exactly. Please hit the like buttons, guys. I don't understand why people aren't understanding how big this is. Like, look at this. This is the last verse of Revelation. Revelation 22:21 is the last verse of the Bible. And she was 22-21 weeks old exactly on this day. And in Gematria, if you type the number and the verse together, 21, the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you all, amen, it equals 22:21. Do you see this? The verse 22:21 literally equals 22:21 when you add the 21. Do you understand how crazy that is? Like, what? How? How is that? I don't know. I feel like I'm acting like Sean today because Like, what is up with that? Like, how is that possible? And what's even crazier is, guys, the verse equals it equals 22:21 if you add the 21 in front of it. You see the verse number 21. If you add that, you get 22:21, the verse. So I'm like, what? And how is Beyonce connected to Revelation? Well, Beyonce was born in lunation. Remember, this is counting the moons. Ever since 1923, they started counting each new moon. There's only one time that a moon number can come wrong. That means there's only one time that there can be lunation, 726. And Beyonce is born in that lunation. And why is that number important? Because in Gematria, guys, she's born in lunation 726. In Gematria, Antichrist 726, Revelation 726. And in fact, Destiny's Child, which was her first band, the first album they ever released, the first song, the first major debut was called Killing Time. This is her first ever big debut. And the name of her first song equals 726. She was born in lunation 726. And again, Revelation 726. Okay. And so that connects perfectly with why Beyonce was 22, 21 weeks old on this day of her album. And that's the last verse of Revelation 22, 21. Okay. Like, I don't know. I feel like I should be getting way more. Like, I just want this to be out to the world, you know, like this is insane stuff, really is. And the fact that she's riding a white horse should make you think of Revelation, right? So I just tied this all to Revelation. She's riding the white horse. She's riding the white horse of Revelation 22, 21 weeks after she's born. And that's the last verse of Revelation. She's riding a white horse. And in the Bible, it says, and I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. Just like this is like a war theme. His eyes were a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Like, wow. Again, like she's literally born before she releases her White Horse album. You know, she's born and she's coded with the last verse of Revelation. And then she's riding the white horse. And look at what verse this is. This is Revelation 19:11. Okay, 19:11. Kind of like a 9:11 in there, okay? And if that wasn't enough, Beyonce this year will turn 43 years old on the 248th day of the year. The United States just turned 248 years old yesterday on July 4th. So the United States turns 248 years old. Beyonce will turn 43 on the 248th day of the year this year. Normally, her birthday is on the 247th day of the year, but because it's a leap year, it's the 248, okay? And this is a huge number. Why is the 248 big? I posted this in my community section because Republicans launch attack ads over fear Kamala Harris will replace Joe Biden. Donald Trump claims Biden is quitting the election and calls Vice President Kamala Harris pathetic. This is a huge number with Trump, guys. 248. Again, United States turns 248. Beyonce will turn her birthday on the 248 day. And Donald Trump, President Donald Trump equals 248. Okay. And he's now looking to go up against Kamala Harris, who could become the first woman president, which equals 248. Okay. So again, Beyonce, we won't talk about how they're probably not actually women anyway, but you guys get the drift, right? So again, this is all tied into this 248th birthday of the United States. Okay. Now remember, Beyonce is born in Houston, Texas. She's born on the 248th day of the year this year. But Houston, Texas is located in Harris County. And what's all this talk about Kamala Harris right now? I mean, I just showed you a couple articles. There's a bunch of articles about Kamala Harris probably taking over. But anyways, Beyonce's born in Harris County, right? Houston, Texas, Harris County, Kamala Harris. Okay. And again, first woman president, 248. Beyonce's birthday, the 248th day of the year. And now we cannot forget to talk about the connection between Trump and the 1776 and the 888, because Trump's whole life is scripted with 888s. Okay, don't forget, Donald J. Trump equals 888. His book, The Art of the Deal, equals 888. Mar-a-Lago, his place was rated on 88, and Mar-a-Lago equals 888. The name of Beyonce's album is Cowboy Carter, which equals 888. And 888 plus 888 is 1776. Okay. So this is all connected to Trump, guys. I already showed you the slide in the back how Trump's dad is equals 1776, okay, and how Trump is connected with the 589. But the 888 is connected to the 1776, right? Because 888 times 2 is 1776. And a date to watch out for this year is this date, because this is one time in a year, because this can only come around every once in a while, guys. But let's think about the date 7/17/2024. If you write this date internationally, you write the date 17/7/24. That means if you reduce the 24 down, this date coming up could be 1776. You see it? So this date is quite interesting because there's a lot of stuff that could go on with the money, guys. The crypto market crashed yesterday on the 4th of July, 666 days after the Queen died. Okay. And we have the replacement of the English Prime Minister yesterday, like Joseph Aquaviva showed in his video. And we also have the potential replacement of a woman replacing Macron in France. So there's a lot of revolution. There's a lot of changes going on right now. Pluto being the god of changes. Pluto just is going to have its return this year, right? On Trump's birthday. But so this is the date to watch out for, because it can be 1776, right? But, and again, I don't know why this picture is not appearing. That's really annoying to me when it does that. There it is. Okay, I'm going to have to just back out. So notice that this picture says Federal Reserve System, okay? This is the Federal Reserve System. It's the central banking system of the United States. It was created on December 23rd, 1913 with the enactment of the Federal Reserve Act. It's basically the Fed, right? Big part of this country right now, okay? And Federal Reserve System equals 1776. Let me show you. So Federal Reserve System equals 1776, okay? Now, the Federal Reserve System is all about the world's reserve currency, which is the US dollar. The world's reserve currency is the US dollar. The US dollar, so reserve currency equals 1776. Federal Reserve System equals 1776. I told you Beyonce's album, Cowboy Carter, equals 1776 and 589, like the Star Spangled Banner, okay? So this new financial system, this new beast financial system, whatever you want to call this, is on the horizon, guys. But don't forget, and again, these pictures are not appearing. I don't know why. I don't even know what was there, guys. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Please hit the like buttons if you haven't so far. I really appreciate it. I don't know why this is not appearing, man. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Let me try to reload this. This is like not my favorite part. But let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Yeah, it's all a stage, right? Yeah, I see that. Do I don't know how to say your name, but I see he's saying it's all a stage. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, Zenith of the Alpha. Thanks for stopping in. Hope you're doing well today. I know that a lot of people are busy today. I know that this might not have been the best day to do this live stream, but hopefully people watch this on the replay because this is insane stuff, man. This is like, what the heck? So let me try this again. Hopefully it all loads. All right. Anyways, big shout out to Lambda. Let me just do a quick review as I go through. Big shout out to Lambda. Go watch his video. Go subscribe to his channel. Star Spangled Banner, 1776. The United States was founded 1776. The word founded equals 1776. Beyonce's name in 2 ciphers equals 1776. And her new album this year was Cowboy Carter. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. My computer is completely... Beyonce Cowboy Carter equals 1776. Cowboy Carter equals 148. On the calendar, when you measure 148 years, it's exactly 1776 months. Okay. So this is the same date span right here. Beyonce equals Eclipse, and the eclipse went over Texas this year. Okay. 69. She's from Texas. Her album was released 3 days after the bridge collapse and 10 days before the eclipse. Star Spangled Banner, 1776. She was born 1776 days after the eclipse in lunation number 666, which this can only come around one time, guys. This lunation can only come around once. And she was born 1776 days after this eclipse in this lunation, okay? And there you go. There's Trump's dad, right? Trump's dad is Frederick Christ Trump, which equals 589, and 1776. Donald Trump equals 589. Declaration of Independence, 589. Star Spangled Banner, 589. Again, from the eclipse forward this year, forward 1776 days, which is 589 months, right? It's 2/17/2029. And Beyonce's album, Beyonce Cowboy Carter, equals 2/17. Okay. On the day she released her album, she was this many days old. If you add all the divisors of this number, it equals 1776. She was exactly 22-21 weeks old on the release of her album. That's the last verse of Revelation. And that verse, if you add the 21, verse 21, the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you, amen, equals 22-21. And again, she's born in lunation 726, Revelation 726. Her first song with Destiny's Child, 726. She's riding the white horse, which is in Revelation. And again, she's born on the 248 day of the year. That's her birthday this year. The America just turned 248 years old. Trump, huge connection with 248. She was born in Houston, which is in Harris County. Again, with the 888s, Donald Trump, all about the number 888. And 888 plus 888 is 1776. This date is one to watch for this year, 1776, right? And again, the Federal Reserve System, this is where I got stopped, guys. Federal Reserve System, 1776. Reserve currency, which is the US dollar, equals 1776. Okay. And 248 years old the United States is. Beyonce's birthday this year will be on the 248th day of the year. and global reserve currency, which again is the US dollar. The US dollar remains the world's currency, reserve currency. Okay. The global reserve currency equals 248. In the same cipher as first woman president and President Donald Trump. So I wonder how that's going to tie in to the dollar with BRICS and everything trying to take out the dollar. And that's my last slide, actually. But I mean, let me just go back to the main slide, and then we'll chat we'll go to the chat for a bit. So again, guys, thanks for watching as usual, and thanks for hitting the likes. Appreciate that. We'll just leave it on this screen for a minute. So let me bring up your comments. Let me know what you guys have to say here. I mean, what do you guys think about what I showed? Is this not insane? Like, you know, all this stuff that I just showed. And again, hopefully more people can watch on the replay. I know a lot of people are busy today. I hope you guys are having a good 4th of July. So Kevin O'Brien says Federal Reserve equals 262, London banking 262, Washington, D.C., White House 262. Yeah, this is interesting, this 262. I have a bunch of stuff to talk about with the 262, but yeah, I think I could do a video about that, actually. It's connected with XRP, actually, and the movie Sneakers came out in 1992. Let's see. Visionary Vet says Biden to withdrawal equals 86. They will 86 Biden. Yeah, I mean, it sure is looking that way, right? It sure is looking that way. Juan Francis says Trump versus a brown woman will cause chaos. Yeah, probably. Have you guys seen the chaos that's going on in France right now because they supposedly selected a woman? Let me see if I can get it to pull up here. And of course, guys, this is coming. I told you guys this was going to happen with some sort of woman connection, right? Remember the Olympics logo. Let me see if I can find it. France riots. Unrest erupts in New Caledonia after activists sent to France. So Paris is burning. France fears civil war as left-wing sparks riots. So look at this. I mean, this is just 4 days ago. But you have all this. You have the Olympics getting ready to come up, right? And so this is setting the stage. This is setting the stage for an attack on the Olympics. I'm telling you. You have these riots going on. You have the leftists and this warring. It says it could cause a civil war in France. So do you guys think this is a coincidence, considering this is all about the France elections, which, you know, is supposedly going to be won by a woman, maybe? On July 7th, we'll find out. So in a few days. So I guess we'll find out. But apparently there's a woman that's supposed to, what's her name? Marine Le Pen. Let me look her up. Yeah, so this is Marine Le Pen, and she's, you know, having a chance to win this. And what a character she looks to be. But yeah, I mean, remember the Olympics logo this year is a woman. Actually, you know what? The hairstyle. Look at this hairstyle. All right, guys. Okay, this is insane. Olympics logo. So you see this? You see how the Olympics logo, which is this month, it looks like a woman's face in a flame. You see? And do you see how this woman, her hair is kind of curly like that? I mean, it's not exact, but I mean, she does have kind of the same length of hair as this face. So again, what are they saying? They're saying Paris is burning, and this is a woman's face hidden within the flame, right? Burning. So that's what I mean. Let's see. Let's see what you guys have to say. Going back to the chat. No, Mexico's president, Mexico's new woman president is Claudia Sheinbaum. This is not the same woman as the Mexico. This is the French, the woman that could become the French president. Kevin O'Brien says Atlanta Olympics bombing, Boston Marathon bombing, 26.2 miles. Wow. So yeah, I'm glad you're bringing up the 262s because I do have some information on that number. I definitely have some info. Let's see, 128 label equals 222. Yeah, we know that 128 is huge. And we know how the bridge collapse was at 128, 128 days before Francis Scott Key's birthday. And as I showed in this video, Francis Scott Key's bridge collapse was only 3 days before Beyonce came in on her white horse. Which year was the attack on the Germany? That was in 1973, wasn't it? Yeah, we need to look more. I need to look more into this because 1973 Olympics. Yeah, it was 1972 Olympics. The Munich massacre. So, I don't know, guys. I think, and look at how this was connected to the Palestinian stuff. And you know how we have the Palestinian stuff going on right now? So, to me, it just seems like it would be pretty weird if there wasn't some sort of, at least something at the Olympics this year. I hope nothing happens, but if I were anyone, I would not be going to the Olympics. Let's put it that way. I would not be going to the Olympics. Not with what I've seen. Conspirazin says in 1969 Olympics there was an attack. Okay. Cozy says 262 is the 17th untouchable number. Can you explain what you mean by that, Cozy? I'm not sure I know what you mean by that. What does the 17th untouchable number mean? Toro says high possibility of Olympics being initiation, a big initiation. I do find it interesting that I just talked about Beyonce in this video, and Beyonce's birthday is September 4th. The Munich thing in 1972 happened on September 5th. Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. The torch. Well, again, the torch is what you do during the Olympics, and now there's these riots and people burning stuff in France. And again, the woman's face in the flame on the Olympics logo is pretty obvious. The Olympic closing ceremony is 8/11, and the Eiffel Tower a visual representation of the number 8/11. Yeah, thank you, Seven. That's a great point. And don't forget, Kamala Harris was chosen as VP on 8/11. Make sure you guys go check out 7-1's channel. Okay, this is his channel. He's up on the screen right now. Go subscribe. Go subscribe to Lambda also. Sven Dabb says only WWE is true wrestling. Yeah, that's true. Visionary Vet says 10th of Ave equals 111 and 666. That's August 14th. August 14th, right? Like 148 if you write it the other way. So I've been talking a lot about the 148. Hey, Joseph. I don't know if you caught the whole, how long you been in here? I want to kind of show Joseph like the main points here, but I don't know if you've been in here long or not. Guys, make sure you go check out Joseph's video from earlier this year, or from earlier today. But yeah, here's the main point, guys. Beyonce, all scripted with the 1776, born 1776 days after Lunation's 666 total solar eclipse. I mean, what's the chance, man? And again, this is all connected to Trump. Let's find that other page. Back to the comments. Let's see. Where's Lambda's comment? I saw Lambda had a comment in there. Am I familiar with the Treaty of Paris? I'm a bit familiar, but I'm definitely not well read up on that, but definitely something I should look into. Do you have anything to share on that, Lambda? Yeah, Joseph. If you want, you can go back and watch it. I'll just kind of, if there's new people getting in, I know a lot of people are busy today, so. Yeah, 7-1. He's a great channel. You can learn. There's so much that you can learn from him. So I'll just scroll through the slides for you, Joseph. I'm not going to explain it all, but you'll be able to see. Yeah, it looks like Joseph has another video. Are you going on live again, Joseph? So yeah, Lambda says the sum of the divisors of the number 1095 equals 1776. Yeah, there's probably some sort of connection to the 1095. I didn't see anything personally here, but yeah, the crypto market. Yep. I know the crypto went down because it hurt me, guys. Yeah, it wasn't a good day for crypto yesterday. 666 days after the Queen died, 201 days after the Pope's birthday. I told you guys there was going to be something with Bitcoin around this time, but I was hoping it wasn't going to be a crash. Instead, it was a crash. So that's just how it works sometimes. And if you guys are just getting in, make sure you guys hit the like buttons. Can we get the likes up to 100 maybe? That would be amazing if we can get to 100 likes. So Joseph is going live again in an hour. Okay. I don't know, Joseph. Hopefully you get a chance to rewatch this video back because this is like in crazy. This is crazy, man. I'm just kind of scrolling through here. Yeah, Cozy says that 17 plus 76 equals 93. Well, that's a good point because Beyonce's full name also equals 93. That's a huge number. Joseph, this is the one I want to show you, okay? So here's Beyonce, born 1776 after eclipse and lunation 666, Star Spangled Banner 666, and 1776. Her name equals 1776 in 2 ciphers. But look at this. Oh, and Trump is all connected with the 589, and also Beyonce was so Joseph, get this. Beyonce was 21 weeks old exactly on the day she released her White Horse album, right? With like Revelation, the White Horse. And the last chapter, the last verse of the whole Bible and Revelation is 22:21. And if you type the verse 21, you use the number 21, you type the full verse, it equals 22:21. Like, come on now. It equals 22:21, and it's verse 22:21. And again, you're like this, Joseph, the 726. Look, why is Beyonce so connected to this Revelation theme? Because she's born in lunation 726. So that's the one time that the moon was in lunation 726. It can only happen once, and she's born in that. And of course, Revelation 726, Antichrist 726, her first album with Destiny's Child. Get it? The child equals killing time equals 726. And again, she's riding the white horse. Yeah, and then I just talked about the 248, which is not the most prevalent part of this decode, but yeah. So yeah, make sure you guys check out Joseph's video. He's about to go live here soon too. I'm probably going to get off soon, and we'll just hop over to Joseph's channel if people want to keep watching, that is. Let me see if you guys have any final comments. Sven Dab says 2221 is the 331st prime, 331 is the 67th prime, 67 is the 19th prime, and 19 is the 8th prime. Yeah, so this 221 breaks down, this 2221 breaks down all the way to number 8. If you take it all the way down through the primes. I was going to add that, but I decided not to add it because yeah, I'm glad Cozy, I see Cozy's looking into the Aleister Crowley abrahadabra stuff. Yeah, that's the 418. Yeah, like this combination of the numbers 1, 4, and 8 is huge, man. 418, 148, 184, all big numbers. What does Beyonce have to do with it all? She's a symbol of the downfall of America. That's what it is. The white horse. Okay, so if you don't understand what she has to do with it all, I'm not being rude here. I'm just saying, I'm just trying to explain. Beyonce, her name equals 1776 in 2 ciphers. Okay. And again, when she released her White Horse album, as in Revelation, it's saying we are in the time of a revelation. That's what Beyonce represents. And obviously, it's an evil code that they're playing out here. But at the same time, like, this is a representative of that 1776, the United States. Pluto, the United States just turned 248 years old, right? And so why do you think Beyonce's birthday this year? And why do you think the crypto market just crashed yesterday on the 4th of July, guys? I'm telling you, it's all symbolism for the deterioration of the United States. And again, Beyonce, the United States just turned 248. Beyonce's birthday this year will be 248 day. Okay. And she's riding in on a white horse, which represents revelation. So the reason that she's important to all this is because she's coded into it, like just like everything is. Even me and you are coded into this, right? So it's not just, there's an organic code too, But if you know anything about gematria, the fact that Beyonce's name equals 1776 in two ciphers is just really it's really impossible. Like it has to mean, it means because and again, it's hard to explain, but I'm stumbling over my words now. So hopefully that was an okay explanation, that she represents the downfall of America, the US dollar, the world reserve currency is going to go down. That's what she represents, I think, more than anything. Soon the dollar is going to be replaced. That's how I see it. It's either going to be digital or BRICS is going to, well, we already lost the agreement with Saudi Arabia to sell the dollar with oil. So, let's see. The Georgia Guidestones cube was, oh yeah. Anyway, guys, tomorrow is the anniversary of the Georgia Guidestones going down, George W. Bush's birthday. So let's keep that in mind. Yeah, but Kevin O'Brien says the Georgia Guidestones cube was MM 8/14/1620 on Tisha B'Av 4/18, San Francisco 1906 on 4/18. Yeah, the San Francisco earthquake in 1906 was on the date 4/18, which is something I need to look into, actually. Yeah, and I just want to, again, guys, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you that come and watch these videos every day. I want to give a big shout out to one of my supporters who donated, helped me out a lot yesterday. Q Sarah, I think is how you say the name. But we had a good conversation in my chat. I told people I don't want this channel to just to be about matching numbers. I want it to be a community where people feel they can come to add what they want to add, to feel like there's a community. I don't want there to be drama, and it just needs to be said, excuse me. It just needs to be said that this channel is more than just matching numbers, right? It's really a way for me to have a community. It helps me. This channel helps me feel connected with you guys, and hopefully it does the same for you guys. Feel connected with everyone else. And let's also support these other channels like Lambda, who I have tagged to the top of this video, like Joseph Aquaviva, like 7-1, who was just in the chat also, like Zenith of the Alpha, like Sean, all the channels that I always talk about. Let's just be, let's just be a family, right? That's what's most important to me. And the numbers are just a way for us to explore and to blow our minds and to reveal the code. And yeah. So anyways, that's my little inspirational spiel for the day. I just wanted to thank you guys and to send the love out there, because you guys don't have any idea how much you guys mean to me. This channel, all the people that have come, even the people that have come and gone from this channel. Some people don't even watch these videos anymore. There's a lot of people I don't even see in there in the comments, but even the people that are no longer watching the videos, they all made this channel what it is. And luckily so far, I haven't gotten taken down. Crossed my fingers. So yeah, and Sven Dab says I need to make a backup channel. Yeah, I mean, that's probably something I'm going to have to do. But the good thing is, because I have Canva, I have all these presentations saved and backed up. So I won't actually lose everything if I lose my channel, but I will certainly lose the bit of income that I make from it. I'm really hurting on income right now, and the bit of income that I do make, and again, guys, you guys know my videos are monetized, and that's very clear. But the only reason I do it is because I don't want to just have to ask people for money. I make a bit of money from you guys watching the video, and that's it. And I barely make enough. I have to go back to the United States here soon and buy a flight that's like $1,000. But your guys' support and watching the videos, even if you guys just watch the first 5 minutes of my videos, it's very helpful, because that's just how it is. And I'm being completely transparent about that, because for me, living out of the country, it's very important that any little income I can get, is a blessing to me. And it's truly something I don't take for granted. So anyways, with that out of the way, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. And thank you guys for the support and the comments in the chat. And guys, make sure you guys go over to Joseph's channel. Yeah, and make sure you guys support him. He's going to go live again in probably like 45 minutes. So we'll go over to Joseph's channel and give him a watch. With that being said, make sure you go check out. I'll go show you Lambda one more time. No problem, Lambda. Thanks so much for your great videos. Also, thanks to you, Joseph. I appreciate you guys. But yeah, here's Lambda's channel. Go check it out. Go check out Joseph's channel, Joseph Aquaviva 2222. And with that being said, thank you guys. Let's go over to Joseph's, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night. Blessings.